Why are we so terrified of what other people think of us? I mean, it's one thing if it's your family or close friends, but it's not. We stress out over the opinions of people we don't even care about, or we get too scared to just walk up and talk to someone, especially a girl. And the funniest part is that they don't care about us either. They are completely locked in their own lives, but our brain still treats it like a massive problem. Here is a perfect example from my own life. On the internet, I can be the most confident guy ever. I can say whatever I want to anyone, call someone out, or tell them off. It's easy. Online, I feel like I'm completely in control. But the moment I step outside, everything changes. If I have to talk to a stranger or, God forbid, run into someone who used to mess with me, someone who teased or bullied me back in the day, my mind just goes blank. I start getting anxious, my words get all messed up, I start stuttering, and I can't even look them in the eye. Or even worse, you see a cute girl walking down the street. You think to yourself, man, it would be so cool to just go up and say hi. Just a simple hello. But your legs feel like heavy bricks. A million thoughts start racing through your head. What if she laughs at me? What if everyone around looks at me like I'm an idiot? So you just walk past her, and then you spend the whole evening hating yourself for it. But here is the most interesting part. When I am hanging out with my actual friends, everything is perfect. And I mean real friends. The ones who actually support you, help you out when things get rough or confusing. The ones who listen and don't laugh at you. When I am with them, I joke around, I talk normally, and I feel totally relaxed. So, the problem isn't that I don't know how to talk to people, right? The problem is something else. Let's be honest about why this happens. Our brain is still living in the Stone Age. Back then, if you got rejected by your tribe, it literally meant you would die of hunger or get eaten by a wild animal. So to your subconscious mind, a weird look from a stranger on the street is not just a look, it's a life or death situation. Your brain thinks that if you mess up in front of that girl or that old acquaintance, you will get kicked out of the tribe. But we don't live in caves anymore. The world changed, but the settings in our head stay the same. It's easier to talk online because there is a distance, and there is no direct physical contact. Your brain feels safe behind a screen, and that's why you are brave there. But in real life, that shield is gone. And here is another big thing we all worry about, our appearance. How many times have you looked in the mirror before going out and thought, man, my clothes look weird, my hair is messed up, everyone is going to judge me. We put so much pressure on how we look. But here is the main insight that completely changed things for me. Realize one simple thing. Every single person you see outside, every guy who ever tried to pick on you, every beautiful girl you walk past, they are all trapped inside their own heads. They have their own problems, their own insecurities, and their own struggles. When you think everyone is watching you stutter or get nervous, they are actually just thinking about themselves. That guy who used to bully you was probably terrified of looking weak, and that's why he acted that way. That cute girl is maybe walking down the street worrying that her outfit looks bad. Nobody cares at all. They will completely forget about you in 30 seconds. So why are you letting the thoughts of people who will forget you in a minute ruin your whole day? Look, I used to be in the exact same spot. I was anxious and I was hiding in my shell. But then I started focusing on the basic things, and it changed everything. I'm talking about the real foundation, the basics like the gym, hygiene, and working on your speech. I started taking care of myself, making sure I smell good, dressing clean, working out, and practicing speaking clearly so my tongue doesn't get tied. When I started doing this, I instantly felt way more confident. You don't need to look like a movie star, but when you respect your body, when you take care of your hygiene and your health, you just feel better. You carry yourself differently, and trust me, people notice it. If you start putting even a little bit of effort into this, people will naturally be drawn to you. So how do we fix the social anxiety part? There is no magic pill, but there are a couple of small things you can do. First, stop fighting your anxiety. When you walk up to someone and feel your tongue getting tied, don't try to act like a superhero. You can even say it out loud as a joke, like, "Hey, sorry, I got a bit nervous all of a sudden. Hi." This immediately kills the tension. People love honesty, and it makes them drop their guard too. Second, take baby steps. You don't need to become the loudest guy in the room overnight. Just start by looking people in the eye when you walk past them on the street, just a second longer than usual. Do it often and treat it like a game. You will see that most people are actually the first ones to look away. Then try asking a random stranger for directions, even if you already know the way. You need to show your brain that talking to strangers won't kill you. It's just practice, like going to the gym. It's hard at first, but then your muscles get used to it. Life is happening right now, and it's way too short. Staying inside your shell because you are scared of someone's opinion is the most foolish thing you can do. You don't need approval from every random guy on the street, and you don't need to be perfect for everyone. All you need to do is live this life so that you don't get bored and so you don't regret the chances you missed. Next time you feel that freeze, just take a deep breath. Remember that in 100 years, neither you nor any of these people will be here. Nobody. So why the hell are you wasting your time? Just go out there and do what you want. By the way, guys, if you just want to vent, ask for some advice, or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment down below. Me or some of the other guys in the community will definitely try to reply and back you up. You're not alone in this. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Bye bye.